Okay, I'm getting confirmation on StreamYard that I'm live, so I'm just going to refresh my page over here on YouTube and see if I'm seeing the same thing here. Um, oops, gotta push the button first. Yeah, there's the live. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull up the live here, see if I can watch chat. I have a feeling that I'm not gonna have moderators tonight. Um, there's a lot of strange energy going on, and so hold on, I gotta mute this girl down here. Me, me, have to mute her. Um, why is it not muting? Hold on, give me a second. She's still talking. Okay, she stopped. Um, anyway, so there's a lot of really strange energies going on right now, and so I got very curious about why are people putting projecting onto me what's going on in their life. And I get that. I try to be there for people. The last thing I want to do is hurt anybody. I want to be there to support other people and help them grow and find their light, right? So it's been two people, I can definitely say, and then if you count the customers at work that were acting like it was a full moon today, there's been a lot of energy that, I know is not my energy. It's not my energy. So, hey, David, thank you for coming in. We might not have a moderator tonight. Anyways, but thank you. I appreciate you for being here. I'm gonna explain a little bit of astrology and some of the energy that's going on, if you guys will allow me to. But because I know that I try to be a good human and a source of light and heal other people, that I would never try to hurt anybody or be a selfish person, as I was accused of recently. And I know that's not me. I've never in my life, growing up in a family of 12 children, have I ever been selfish. That's the last thing I ever want to be like accused of. I'm very cognizant of what I try to be for other people. And yeah, we all are going through a lot of energy. So I feel like some of the things that are going on, it's so easy to project onto other people and accuse them of things that are going on in our own life that, we don't realize that we might be hurting, or, like, I'm a strong person, but I can take it, but it did bother me because one of the people is very close to me, and I was just like, wow, I can't believe that you've gone there. But I know this person is also going through their own personal stuff, again, and where they thought that stuff was healed for now. So I want to talk a little bit about astrology. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to reach up here and I'm going to look at some of my notes on my phone. Normally I have my notes on my phone and I'm doing it on the computer. But as you guys have seen in the last few videos, when I'm doing YouTube live, the sound is off, the whole picture is off. So what I'm doing is I'm reutilizing StreamYard again. And with StreamYard, it's on my phone and not on my computer. I'll have to figure out how to set that up so I can do it opposite here going forward. But Valerie, thank you for coming in. So I do have a moderator. Valerie, thank you for being here. Thank you so much. Yeah, yes, I am live. Yes, I am live. I'm glad you're here. I know you're out doing errands, so there's probably not going to be a whole lot you can do. But if we're lucky enough on this channel, we haven't got a troll yet, but we never know when they're going to show up. That would be my most asked thing, is just to make sure that we don't have trolls that we don't delete their messages on. Yeah, I was actually also accused of learning astrology in the last 5 weeks from somebody, but I was like, wait, but I've had a channel for a year now, and I've been doing this stuff since 1996, I think. So anyways, neither here nor there. I want to read some of the astrology so we can understand some of the energy before we get into the Virgo through Aries readings that we have planned for tonight, just because I feel like this is really important, okay? So let's see. I know I saved it on my phone. I wrote the notes, and let's see if I can pull it up here. Gosh. Let's see how far I have to go. Right here. So we want to look at a few things that are really, really important right now, right? So one of the things I was speaking of the other night was, when I started this, which turned into a two-part series again, as they always do, because my readings just, I can't stop talking. Anyway, so April, it even says here, so April is a busy month with a lot of astrological events happening, right? But we can all feel that. Like I could, like even last night, I couldn't go live just because I felt like a lot of integrations coming through for me, right? And I had to accept that and deal with that. I couldn't try to be two people at once doing two different things because I knew that I had to honor that space within myself, right? So I gave. Could you guys hear me when I was trying to read you the astrology? If not, that's okay. We can skip that part. Um, so I don't know why I'm frozen over here. That's kind of, oh, there I am. I'm moving again. Um, anyway, so there's a lot going on in the astrology right now. There's a lot of conjunctions and yeah. So you saw me as frozen. Could you hear me at least? Okay, if not, then that's okay. I will maybe do a second video right after this. That's going to go ahead and explain what I was trying to say there. And then I'll write it down instead of leaving the notes on my phone, or do the video with the distorted sound that I have on my laptop at this time. But neither here nor there. I do feel like there is a lot of energy out there. And I was saying to somebody today, I feel like it feels like it's a full moon energy, like with all the crazies out there and the accusations and the things that, you're not, you know who you are within yourself. So when these things come at you, you kind of like are taken aback and you're like, wait, hold on, who are you? Why are you doing this? And there was even a lady in my store today, and I said, no, you will not talk to me like this in my store. And she threw up her hand and said, I've dealt with you before and I'm out of here. And she literally left her entire bag and the receipts of everything she was trying to fake return to the store, that probably were not really, but she was being super loud and trying to bully me into a position, right? But when I stood my ground, I said, no, you will not talk to me like that, um, and then after that, every customer after that was like, how do you do this with a smile on your face every day? And I'm like, because they're not allowed in. Their energy is not allowed in, and I can go on and smile and continue to do as long as I know I'm doing the right thing, right? I'm not being a negative person. I'm not trying to project onto other people. So what I would like to address, and I think what I'll do is I'll record a short video after we're done here tonight and address the energies that are happening, and then maybe some people can relate to that, and it will help them to grow and prosper in their own right. Okay, so I never want to hurt anybody. I never want to hurt their feelings. I never want to make them feel less than. So I was accused of something in my last video of doing that to somebody, and I am sorry. I will publicly apologize if that's how you took it. That's not my intention ever, is to hurt anybody or make them feel less than, okay? Because I'm here to empower people, and I'm here to, bring light to the world and heal. So I do believe that that is my true calling. So with that being said, I think we'll jump off of that subject since I can't read the energies and give a little more explanation into it and why I feel like this is happening at this time. I feel like we love people. We generally do. We're good humans, right? And we don't mean to project, but once the words are spoken, there's got to be healing on both sides. First, from the person who's receiving it, who has to look within and go, hey, wait, where do I stand in that place, in that power, right? And then also the person who spoke them, who may 5 minutes later go, why did I say that? You know, we have to still deal with it. We can't just brush it off, sweep it under the rug. It does have to be dealt with, okay? And I love this person greatly. I will not say anything whatsoever about it anymore outside of the fact that I hope that they can look at it through fresh eyes soon. I do see probably around the 16th, they'll be able to see that with the energy that's coming in. But I can't pull up my notes, so I can't say it's the 14th to the 16th. The energy is going to shift. We're going to see something that hasn't happened for 150 years. And you know, it's all going to happen in Pisces, that dreamy state where, you know, like we're going to get to feel a lot lighter than we felt in a very long time. Yeah, so I would love to share that video with you guys. I will definitely put that together as a recorded video for after this reading for tonight. And I just feel like it needs to be shared, you know, and who watches it, and who doesn't. So that's just, that it's weighing really, not, I'm not going to say heavy on my heart, but like it feels like a calling to share that little bit of, you know, hey, April is a huge month. You know, like I think I started it with a few nights ago when I said everything starts with the new moon on April Fools, which is also the fool's journey in the tarot, right? Everything starts somewhere at the beginning, and this is all a brand new beginning, but this is also the astrological new year. April 1st, this new moon on April 1st is the astrological new year, whereas we normally have our New Year's Day on New Year's Day, right? My birthday. The astrological new year starts on April Fools this year. So that to me was just like so super cool. I call me a nerd, call me whatever you want to, but I was super excited to see that. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and jump into the readings for Virgo up through Aries as we continue our Fool's Journey through this two-part series of our tarot readings. So Valerie, thank you again for being here. David, if you're still here, thank you for showing up and always supporting the channel. But Valerie, thank you for being the moderator at this time. If I see what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to leave my camera up. So, because I know you said something about you were driving and I don't want you to be watching when you can't, but I will just be like, hey Valerie, there's a troll or whatever I have to say. But going forward, you know, we're gonna use the same decks that we were using the other night. We're gonna use the Osho Zen Tarot, and we're gonna get kind of a guidance for the reading, and then we'll pull the reading, right? I'll flip it down a little bit so maybe you can, I just need to be able to see chat, and I really want you to be able to see the cards too. So I'm only going to turn it down enough to where maybe you can see the cards and I can still see a little bit of chat over here. Nope, I do see chat up there on the phone. So thank you, StreamYard, for being a double awesome place to host these videos. Let's see if I can get this down. Oh no, I don't have to do this one. Guys, I'm so silly. I forgot that StreamYard is on my phone. So it's my phone that I have to turn down and I can watch chat over here. Okay? So here we go. Let's see what I can get down here. We're going to first pull our card for, we are on Virgo, I believe. Yes, we are on Virgo. We're going to go Virgo, Leo, Cancer, Gemini, Taurus, and Aries. Virgo. I had a really strong feeling to pull Virgo the other night, and I was like, I can't. Like, it's just been a really long night, and I couldn't. So let's go ahead and pull Virgo's Osho Zen Tarot card for this reading. Ooh, wow. Okay, we get the Thunderbolt. And I automatically get that whole tower feeling, right? But we are also in that fool's journey, the beginning, it's kind of that rebuilding the whole, foundation situation. But this is also talking about, I feel more with this card at this time, I'm feeling more about the rebuilding of self, rebuilding of your self-worth, rebuilding of, I forget that I have to use this camera up here, guys. So let me see if I can show it up here. It's that doing that self-work, that shadow work, which we've all been called to do over the last 6 months, right? 6 months to 2 years, but definitely in that last 6 months. So this is talking about that shadow work and healing those parts within us, facing them, confronting them, healing them, so that we can move forward in a new light, right? In a brighter light, a more I don't want to say structured, because structured is really the wrong word, but a more cohesive light, right? So the Thunderbolt is just that bringing it in, facing it, like highlighting all those areas where we still need to do the work, and facing, confronting, healing, doing the work, and moving beyond that. Moving beyond that, okay? So for you, Virgo, we get the Thunderbolt. Let's go ahead and see what your cards are tonight. Because the energies at work were so crazy today. I had to come home, and I know I had messages and I was trying to answer those as well, but I literally was doing more meditation and scent therapy and candle therapy. It was like more of a I really needed to cleanse not just my energy, but even the energy I felt I brought home with me tonight. So I am definitely in a better place to read these cards. Last night was weird. I felt like I was going through an integration as well. So I'm glad I got through that. Woke up at 3 o'clock in the morning and then stayed awake. But Virgo, let's go ahead and do your reading. In line for food for a minute. Ooh, I hope you're getting good food. Why do I feel like you're getting Chinese food or something to do with Chinese food? I smell broccoli. Or noodles or something. Oof, bottom of the deck. Yes. What did I say? With this Thunderbolt, I'm sorry. Did you see me go over here to the camera? So yeah, I'm on my phone camera. With the Thunderbolt, didn't I say it's time to face all those things that you need to heal? The bottom of the deck is the Three of Swords, guys. There are things that need to be healed, for the Virgos right now. This is, again, a collective energy. It's not going to resonate completely for everybody. Some are going to be on a higher scale, and some are just going to be on these smaller scales, right? It's not that it doesn't matter. It matters. No matter how small or how large it is, it matters, right? If it's there, it matters. And it just has to be addressed, confronted, alchemized, healed, released, okay? So for Virgos, this is such a Virgo card to me, with that Nine of Pentacles. So you show up in the Nine of Pentacles as that successful, independent person, that person with your own ideas, your own agendas. You don't feel like you need other people to be successful because you know that you can do this on your own. Do you want to do it on your own, or do you see your future on your own? No, not necessarily. But at this time, you're being supported and you feel comfortable that you can. But that may not be the wish that you want. Again, did you set your intentions last night? It's not too late. It's not too late. Okay, so I think intention setting time was actually 2:52 in the morning between last night and this morning, right? So you can set intentions, up to 24 hours before and up to 24 hours after. That energy is still very strong. So looking at what it is that you want to set your intentions for, right? And I fell asleep to like the most beautiful ceremony last night. I was so happy to have been a part of it with Jai on channel. Was that last night? Yeah, it was, Valerie, wasn't it? You can confirm or deny. I don't know. My days lately have been running one into another. Chicken sandwich for husband. I smell broccoli though. Okay. Anyway, so let's get back to Virgo's reading. I feel like this is a time of you feeling or standing in your power, right? Literally standing in your power. The only thing standing in the way of you feeling comfortable 100% standing in your power is that there might be a few things that you're still being asked to heal, or maybe just recently you have worked on healing those. The reason I feel like most of you have already done this work, this shadow work that you were called to do, is in your recent past, you have the World card. That is you healing from healing, doing the work, right? So that, wait, hold on. I always get confused on my phone which way to go with the camera. Being able to step through that portal, that final portal. This is the World card, right? So what I've been talking about with these part 1 and part 2s is the Fool's Journey, how that's the beginning of the tarot, right? But you get to go to the world. You get to go through the portal. It's time, right? She holds the 2 crystals of faith and determination in her hands, and she steps through the portal ready to become the Fool again on a brand new journey, right? Right? Isn't that exciting? So Virgo, this is super exciting because I've been talking about the Fool. I feel like he has a lot to do, the new beginnings, the new journeys, the new, things that we're taking on. I feel like that this is in your recent past. This is like saying, here it is. Like you've done the work, you're finishing up the work, or there might be a little bit more work for some of you that you need to do. But you're being asked at this time to, or have been asked just recently, or maybe even at this time. Some of you, some of us are late to the party, to step through that portal and trust and feel the strength of the universe, supporting and guiding us, right? So your next card is wish fulfillment. Come on. You get the 9 of Cups, guys. You get the 9 of Cups. This guy has been to too many parties. He's drank too many drinks. He's a little fat and sassy, right? So going into your immediate future, you get the 9 of Cups. Some kind of wish fulfillment is coming in. But it's because you've done that work, or you're finishing up that work, and you're getting ready or have stepped through that final portal, the World card, having finished the Fool's Journey through the tarot, right? Now, and this is what's super exciting. I love your reading. I can't even with you guys. I can't. You guys are just going to be blown away with this. Virgos, you have the best reading I've had in this 1 and 2 part series. Okay? So your next card is the 7 of Cups, right? This is where we are deciding if we want to redistribute our energies, or if we want to continue our energy with where we have it going, right? This is kind of, you're coming from the wish fulfillment. There may be some doubt that you're headed on the right path, or maybe that you can fulfill this, or maybe that you can be that successful in the endeavor that you have chosen. So you're going to question yourself. I'm saying don't question yourself. Don't question yourself. You've been manifesting this, right? You're sitting in a place of success as that 9 of Pentacles. You're coming through the portal. Don't come through the portal doubting yourself, okay? Come through that portal like, who was oh gosh, I'm thinking of the movie, The Wolf on Wall Street. What is his name? Leonardo DiCaprio. The way he came through in that other movie where he was, faking to be this really big guy in the 50s, the roaring 50s or 20s or whatever it was. But, I feel that energy around this whole first part of the reading. You guys are going to flip out when I show you your support card, Virgos. your support card, supporting the entire reading. And now we know what I've been saying, new beginnings. Remember, recent past, the world, right? When you go through the world, you get to start the whole new journey over again, right? Who do you start the journey over again with? But the Fool card. Supporting the entire reading. This is taking a leap of faith. This is stop doubting yourself. Stop doubting the choices that you've made. Know that the universe is supporting you, and now the Fool card is supporting your journey, supporting this whole thing, and asking you to stop doubting yourself. Put those doubts out of your mind. There's no room for them, right? There's only this new journey. The new journey, where does it lead you? Where is it going to lead you? We're going to have many readings, you know, between now and wherever you get to this final outcome card. But this final outcome card is flippin' amazing. Do you want to see it? You ready, Virgos? The Ten of Pentacles. Happy home, happy life, the legend, the legacy, you know, leaving behind for those that you care for, something to hold on to and be proud of, right? Something that you go to your grave being proud of, right? So this is a freaking amazing reading for Virgos. I can't with you guys. This is like, I'm jealous. No, I don't get jealous, but if I could get jealous, I would be like, I want that reading. Okay, so Virgos, that's what I have for you. And that was super flippin' exciting. I hope that you find something to resonate with in all of that. So Virgos, thank you for letting me read for you. That was very beautiful. And we are going to move on to Leos. Oh, that was, I couldn't, you guys, I felt the excitement. Like I felt the excitement in that reading. It was so yummy. Let's go ahead here. One more shuffle here for Leo. Why do I feel like we're going to get the World card for Leo or something similar? I have a feeling World card is going to come out for a lot of people in the next couple of weeks. So would not be surprised. We all are staggered differently because of our astrology, the signs that we're born under, the stars, where the planetary alignments are. We're all staggered differently in how it's going to affect us. But I feel like that World card, stepping through that portal, it is the beginning of the astrological new year. So we're all going to be called to step through that portal. We just all don't, just like a baby doesn't walk always on day one of year one, right? So some babies start walking at 11 months old. Some babies start walking at 12 months old. We're all going to walk through that portal and trust that, the portal will be there when we're ready. But we're all going to walk through it in our own time, in our own way, right? So don't compare yourself. I'm feeling like I need to say that. Don't compare your journey to someone else's journey. We're all going to go through it. We just get there at different times in different ways, right? Our stories are never the same. So never compare yourself to another person's journey, right? We all have our own journey, and it's beautiful and it's amazing. However we get there. Uh-oh. Wow. I feel like I was supposed to pull that second card. So we might pull two for you, Leo. Ooh, you get a rainbow. You get a rainbow and you get emotion. So you're getting moment to moment. Again, this is that live in the moment. Like again, kind of what I was just saying. We all get there in our own moment, right? We get there in our own true calling, in our own time. What time is right for us is when we will get there. So rainbows are the physical in the Osho Zen Tarot, right? So rainbow Let's see if I can get it up there. We see the little triangle here, or diamond somewhere. I can't see it. You guys, I can't talk in reverse. So anyway, so the rainbow in the middle of the card down here, right? That's talking about things that happen in the physical. But what I really like is that, so that's the number 2 card. See the number 2? In the emotions, you guys are going to kind of flip out on this too. If you're numerology like me, you get the 2 card of emotions, right? So this is talking about bringing your emotional, your desires, your wishes, dreams, and hopes, into a physical manifestation, the abundance of the physical. It's like no longer just having it in your head or in your heart, but putting the 2 together and making it a physical reality for you. Okay, I love, even though the second 2 card, okay, so see the rainbow, the emotion card number 2 also is very much a rainbow card. This is seeing all the light angles of a situation, seeing it from every direction and incorporating it into manifesting what it is that you want here in the physical, and no longer having it just a dream or a wish, right? Or a heart's intention. It's like putting it into a physical manifestation in this realm, right? So let's go ahead and pull your tarot cards and see friendliness. So it is the number, I was so caught up on the number 2 there, but that's the friendliness. So there could just be, and we don't see, in the 2 card for friendliness, we see 2 trees of 2 different colors, right? I feel like this is, with the moment to moment, it's kind of like the, walk your truth, not necessarily the walk the talk. It's the walk the truth, right? It's whatever, walk the path that leads you to what it is that you want to. Jean, hello, sweetheart. Thank you for coming in. I'm glad to see you here. We are currently on Leo, yes. And yeah, it's so good to see you, Jean. Thank you. That makes my heart super happy. So I got Valerie and Jean as moderators, and we are going to pull the tarot cards for Leo here. We were just finishing up with the whole rainbow situation going on here, which is really good to see for Leo, because they get so caught up in their heads a lot, their head and their heart. They can't seem to put the 2 together, but when they do, it's very beautiful and very much a rainbow. So let's go ahead. I'm super excited to see what we get. Jean, we had the most amazing reading for Virgo just a little bit ago. I'm super excited about it, that I just can't get over it. It was really nice. Right, Valerie? All right, Leo. Really, I don't want to stay nervous. I just feel a weird energy here pulling your cards right now. Yes. Again, we're seeing that theme in a different way, in a much different way. But like I said, Leos are very much up in their head a lot. Let's go ahead and see what we got on the bottom here. This is about manifestations. This is about sending out your intentions, right? This is the 2 of Wands on the bottom of the deck here. We're not going to get into that too much. I just feel like that was just something to help me clarify some of what's going on here. I don't tend to be a reader that needs to throw out a whole bunch of cards to clarify a card, because I really do get the feeling and the meaning of the cards immediately as I pull them. I like to do some more in depth sometimes, but it just comes all the way back to, I already got it with my first pull on the reading. So what we are looking at here for you, Leo, and this doesn't surprise me. Again, we're talking about starting with this new astrological year, this new beginning, the fool's journey, like everything. sometimes a tower has to happen, right? So you do show up here in the tower energy. Maybe you are the tower. Maybe you've seen something in your life that wasn't supporting where you want to be going, and you said, no, no, no. Let me just tear all this down and start from scratch and start over, right? So whatever it is, I feel like this is your energy, but you want it to be your energy at this time. You want to, like, I'm not going to say obliterate the past, because that's not a great way to be. We have to remember the lessons that made us who we are, right? So it's not necessarily obliterating, but it's kind of like one of those things like, you know what? This isn't working. I'm done. I already know where I'm going. I'm headstrong. I'm the Leo, for gosh darn it. I'm courageous. I got this. This is not who I am or where I want to be, and I'm making that decision to go in a different direction, right? This could have a little bit to do with work for some. We have the Page of Pentacles here, right? This can be talking monetarily. This could also just be like, you see that the job that you have isn't appreciating you in the way that you know that you're worth, right? It doesn't have to be that. It can be, that not necessarily that the job that you have, but the job may not be able to pay you what you're worth, but you need more, right? You need something more. But this is talking about materialistic things. It's talking about earthly possessions, right? So in the recent past, you had inklings, you had signs, or just little idiosyncrasies that said, hey, you are better than this, or you deserve more. And that's when you finally said, you know what, I do. And you woke up in your immediate future under the Judgment card, right? Under those karmic blessings, going, you know what, I've given so much, I deserve more. This is you also aligning yourself with the universe and the archangels, and saying, yes, I do. It's you waking up to the realization that you deserve more. You're a good person, you have a good heart and a good soul. And yes, saying yes to receiving those karmic rewards for you, Leo, which is very hard because Leos don't like to ask for help. They don't. They like to, pretend to be really super strong. Diana, hi, Auntie. Yes, they love to, just suffer in silence. And so this is just one of those things, like the karmic rewards. The Judgment card here is super beautiful for you, Leo. I love to see that. You have the Hanged Man here. So I think there's going to be more just kind of trying to see things from a different perspective. Not so much like feeling like, well, did I make the right decision? No, I've got to go throw myself in Hanged Man mode. No. I think this is just more, you'll question, because Leos like to be in their head a lot. You'll question that a little bit. You'll be like, did I make the right decision? Yes, you're making the right decision. I guarantee you're making the right decision. There's a lot of questioning going on in the bottom half of this reading here, but I don't see it as a bad thing. I feel it as a good thing. I feel it as a good thing for you guys. Like in my heart of hearts, supporting the reading, you have the Three of Swords, right? This is just asking you, and that's right here with this Tower card, right? So I feel like you created the Tower card because you said, you know what, this isn't working for me. I need to rebuild, rejuvenate, recreate, right? You get the Hanged Man, the Three of Swords, and you go straight into the Seven of Pentacles. So let's talk about these bottom three cards for you, okay? So you're wanting to see things from a different perspective, which is why you put yourself in that tower mode and said, you know what, no, this is no longer serving me. I need to see this from a different perspective. I need to recreate how I'm going about this, right? So you got the Hanged Man mode here. I'm not seeing that you're putting yourself in that Hanged Man and going to sit there suspended for 20 years. I just feel like you're like, okay, yep, nope, not working. It's time to work on something else. Yep. Time to get the ball rolling. hold on. I'm in the Three of Swords. This is why I want to change how my life is going, right? This is why I want to set new intentions for how I want my life to go. Your outcome card is that Seven of Pentacles. You're already, you know, somewhat successful, but are you satisfied with how you want or how your life is going? What is it that you always dreamt your life would be like? Okay, you dreamt for more than just getting by. And this is just a confirmation that yes, you're on the right path. If you're acknowledging the fact that you deserve more than just getting by, this is confirmation, especially with these two cards, the rainbow and the emotions, like a little bit, you know, get out of your head. Don't be so, you know, rose-colored glasses, eye in the sky. It's confirmation that you created a tower moment, whether consciously or subconsciously. You did it because you knew where you're sitting at this time is not right for you and your journey at this time. So Leo, that is what I have for you. I want to pull just two more cards, okay? I just feel like I want two more cards here on the outcome. I want to see if you have a destination in mind or if the universe has some wisdom for you, okay? So give me just two more. Oof. Yeah, okay. So I'm seeing why you're here in the Seven of Pentacles, right? Or why you created all of this to begin with. And I feel like this has been a long journey or a long time of selfless suffering, right? Like you maybe even didn't even realize that you were in control all along. You were letting something else control your I don't want to say suffering because I don't feel like it was necessarily suffering, but your stagnation, okay? So in the Seven of Pentacles, you knew you were successful enough to support yourself. You could pay your car note, you could pay, you know, your rent and your electric and whatever, but you really never had money to go on a vacation, right? But you were sufficient. You were sufficient. You were successful at getting by, right? So when I ask for clarifiers on this card, I get two cards that totally confirm everything I just said. A war within yourself. Do I deserve better? Do I need more? Right? And this is just answering that question within yourself. This is why you're showing up as the Tower, because I feel like you've already answered that question. You know you deserve more. You know you need more. You know there's more for you, and you feel it right deep down in your bones. You feel like you're destined for more, right? So don't continue to hold on to what you have for fear of not having more in the future. You know, this war with the Five of Wands here, I feel like that is within yourself. Okay, so now it's time to get right with yourself and allow yourself, tell yourself, give yourself permission to go ahead and seek more at this time. Okay, Leo, that was really cool too. I'm liking tonight's readings, you guys. We are going to move on to Cancer here. Oh, I'm like, where did my cards go? Oh, I moved them over here for a second. Okay, so let's get your specials in tarot. Let's see what direction we're going for you, Cancer. Thank you, Leo, for letting me read for you. For any Leos in the room, Sun, Moon, or Rising, or even Venus, be sure to look at all of those. You know, your Sun, Moon, your Rising. If you don't know what they are, Astrolabe Tarot, and I'm actually using a new, what's it called? Astromatrix app on my phone. But both of those apps are amazing for giving you a lot of insight into your birth chart. If not, find yourself an astrology reader. You know, like I use Jigo Band at Channel for Grace. She's amazing. Leo King is pretty amazing too. I'm not sure. I really haven't seen a lot of videos from Water Baby, but you know, she's where I start. Oh, Okay, well, Jean is putting out one there. She uses cafeastrology.com. I will have to check that one out. You know, I can't, I can't say that I've ever used it, but I would love to try it. I love trying new things, you guys. I don't know where that comes in, what part of my, I don't know. I love to learn. Like I remember my college professor saying that I would be a career student for the rest of my life. He didn't see me ever leaving college. Of course, you know, kids and breakups and, you know, whatever afterwards I did. But I've always wanted to go back to college. So I love learning. I love to read everything that I can get my hands on. And like I said, I will do, it's the Libra. Is that my Libra moon? Because I thought Libra moon was like my, I don't know. We'll talk about that. So it's my Libra moon. Okay, so the only Libra that I do. Cancer's like, stop talking about you, Kim. Let's talk about us. I love this. This is cute because that's so not Cancer. So Cancer, ooh. So we're getting traveling, the 8 card. And, you know, the 8 of Pentacles, the 8 of Wands are all talking about movement, right? Or no, the 8 of, hold on, the 8 of Wands. So the 8 of Cups, I meant, not the 8 of Pentacles. The 8 of Pentacles is talking about perfecting your craft. So we're not going to talk about that so much because this is not a Pentacle card for one. It's a fire card. But it's talking about, you know, and it's literally states travel. So when we look at the 8 of Cups, which would be the water sign of the fire, the opposite of the fire, right? So this is definitely talking about movement, and I get that immediately from the card, seeing the card. So it's more of an 8 of Wands feeling, right? And so the Osho Zen Tarot talks about finding your Zen, how to bring yourself back to center, how to get back to your Zen, your peaceful place, right? So this isn't warning so much as it is like, what's going on with you? How do we need to fix it? What can we do to fix it? How can we redirect your Zen, right? So of the 2 cards that popped out for you, and I don't always take poppers, but I felt it very relevant at this time for you, Cancer, you get the number 8 card, okay? And it is definitely a fire card because of the red there in the diamond. And it's talking about traveling. Now, this could just be asking you to put a little more movement in your life. You know, like for some of you, you can be sitting at home. Maybe you're on unemployment or on furlough at this time. And this is just saying, you know, like, hey, the weather's nice. Get out. Don't sit on your bum all day on the couch watching Bridgerton and binge watching it like I just did. I binge watch it, you guys. I am not ashamed to say it. And going with the flow. So this is very cool because you get the fire card, traveling, the 8, right? You get the void card with water, going with the flow. This is talking about, again, you're going to feel the urges to get out and to move and to go and to do something and just go with it. Don't question it. Don't sit at home and go, you know what, you know, if I had a new pair of jeans and boots, maybe I might go out, or if I could find my flip. No, get out. Go, get out, do it. You know, when the urge hits you, that's universe, that's spirit talking to you and saying, there's a reason I want you out there right now, because what you're looking for, what you're searching for is not in your apartment or your home. It is out there. It is out there somewhere, and I'm going to try and direct you to that, right? It might just be that you find an experience that later on, when you find what you're looking for, you can relate to that experience, or that experience to what you're looking for, right? You have no idea why the universe or spirit is prompting you to get up and get out, but do it, follow it. Don't question it. Don't get in your mind. This is asking you to go with the flow, right? Moving, getting up, getting out, go with the flow. When that urge strikes, do it. Just don't question it. if it's going shopping, if you're like, okay, well, I'm just going to go, I don't know what you're trying to tell me, I'm going to go shopping for groceries, do it. Okay. So I just feel like there's, and you know, fire and water create steam, something. I feel like if you're looking for love, there's going to be something very steamy, passionate that you're going to run into out there, or set yourself, you know, on the track. Like I saw a fox just now, like sniffing the ground. Like the track, the scent is going to be there. You're going to see something, feel something, know something, and it's going to put you on that path to why was I tempted or prompted to be out there. You're going to know something is going to like ring a bell. Something is going to trigger something. And I just feel like it's when it tells you it's time to go, get up, go, get out, you know, even if it's a walk around the block, if you don't know why you're being prompted. You know what? For 3 weeks, I was prompted to start doing yoga again. And I literally would get promptings to just lay on the floor and start stretching. And I was like, why? Like, I don't feel like it. I don't want to. And then I started doing it. I was like, okay, I hear you. And I'd get up and I'd lay on the floor and I would start doing my stretches and I'd get back into the whole yoga thing. And now I'm doing 20, 30 minutes of yoga every single day again. And I love that. And I'm like, oh my gosh, how did I stop for 2 years? I have no clue. But you never know what those promptings are there for and why they're there. Okay, so Cancer, let's go ahead and pull your cards. I just want to see where this is going for you. I'm going to separate these over here so I can refer back. You know what I'm seeing in both of these cards is a body of air and a body of water in the water. Let's see if I can get it up close enough that you guys can see the bodies. Can you guys see the bodies? What if this is a fire sign and a water sign? Cancer and a fire sign. Wouldn't that be awesome? That'd be kind of cool. I'm not giving you guys any love advice here. I'm just saying, see a little bit there. See something. All right, Cancer, let's pull your cards. Chariot on the bottom of the deck. Somebody is going to solve a riddle. Somebody's going to, you know, the path is going to become clearer for you. Yes. Oh my gosh, I just said this. I love it when I confirm my own stuff. I can't, you guys. When I tell you what this card is, you're gonna freak. Okay, we're gonna finish. Oh, okay, I'm gonna pull 2 more here. Okay. So I'm getting it. I'm getting these 2 cards, why they are so polar opposite, right? There's a lot going on here for you, Cancer. Yeah, a lot. What I want to say is I love your energy, how you're showing up, you're showing out, you're showing no matter what comes your way, you're persevering, right? You're finding small reasons to celebrate, right? So I know that a divorce is never easy, but sometimes, you know, like we stay in situations, say for the children, right? Say we say, I know our marriage isn't working, but let's just figure out how to do this until the children are graduated and out of the house and in college, and then you and I can go our separate way, right? I feel like there's some kind of a small celebration that you are, you know, being able to reward yourself with that. Yeah, you were able to follow through with this where many can't. Many people can't live in the same household where the love is no longer there and they've grown apart, right? I feel like there's a celebration there, but it was very hard on you, don't get me wrong. I feel like you're having these small little victories. You have a support group because you show up as the 3 of Cups, right? Maybe you were able to do this because you have this very strong support group be these spirit angels or, you know, spirit guides or actual people here in the 3D with you, you know, your mother, a sister, you know, some people close to you that help support you and get you through the decision that you chose to make for your life in this lifetime, right? You do come out in the recent past with that Nine of Swords, the things that kept you up at night, that made it really hard for you to get to where you're at right now. But nobody's going to discount you for the things that were hard, right? Nobody is ever going to put you down for getting through it, to finding that celebration, right? Nobody's going to put you down for celebrating if you've gone through this. That's not fair. And if they do, they're not your friends, they're not your supporters. And, you know, let them fall away. In your immediate future, you are finding your balance again with the Six of Pentacles, right? I don't feel like this is a I will lend and not borrow situation. I feel like this is just you finding your balance, you know, like it's really tough to go through something like that. It's tough to go through a divorce. It's tough to go through losing something, even if you weren't wholeheartedly into it. It's tough to still put it in the past, you know, because you have to relearn to rewrite your story, to relive your emotions, to realign your emotions and make them yours again, right? More valid to who you truly are and not how other people or another person saw you, right? This is that person getting out on their own again. This is somebody in whatever, whether it be a job or a relationship. I know I kind of got caught up in the relationship part there because I felt it, but this can be a job too. Maybe you put 20 years, 15 years into a job, 12 years, you know, even 7 is a long time to put your own wishes and desires off for other people's, you know, ulterior motives or for the better good of other people in a job or whatever it was, right? You do go into the Eight of Swords here. So you're going from the 9 to the 8. That's a lessening of burdens, right? You're not climbing. You're not, you know, you're not headed to the, you know, that pinnacle. You're kind of, you're dropping swords. You've seen how you can find your way out, and you're finding your way out. Like that Eight of Swords doesn't entirely, you know, encompass you and hold you. You're realizing that you've been holding yourself back, right? And that's, I feel like you were in a martyrdom kind of a situation, but it was for, you felt it was for the better good of others, right? But you're dropping that. You're dropping that. You're shedding that skin, right? Like a snake has to shed. Kimber, you didn't cancel part 1? Why would I cancel? I'm sorry. Cancel part 1? No, this is part 2. I'm sorry, Barb. Did I do something? I'm confused. No, we did part 1 2 nights ago, and then this is part 2. So what I have to do is go back and label or title that one as part 1, where we did sorry, Cancer, where we did Pisces up to Libra, and then it was like a really long night, so we chose to hold off on the next 6 signs, right? So Cancer, right back to you here. I feel like this Eight of Swords is more of that shedding, you know, that which did not serve you, like knowing that, okay, I deserve better. Now it's my time, you know, to celebrate and get out and do your thing. If you saw me when I was shuffling the cards, I said, I see that Chariot card, right? I see you solving the riddle. I see you moving forward. Your freaking support card is the Chariot, guys. Cancer, how amazing is that? It came back out. Not only come back out, but it came out as your support for your entire reading. This is movement. This is solving the riddle. This is coming to terms with what it is and knowing in your heart of hearts that you deserve more. You deserve better. It's like going, like, hey, let's go places, right? I love this for you, Cancer. What I was a little confused about at first was in your final outcome, and that's why I asked for 2 more cards. And I get it now. You know, like I said, I think this has been a very long, trying journey. Even if it's only been 7 years, sometimes 7 years can feel like 20 years, right? But whatever this has been for each of you is going to be a little bit different, and it's going to resonate for you with you and your story how you see fit, right? Take what resonates, discard the rest, right? As we always say. So your final outcome card was the Tower, and I'm never afraid of a Tower moment because I see that as a cleansing. I see that as, you know, like a salt bath where you get to drop all the, you know, things that didn't work and rebuild something that is going to be so much better, you know, for you. And so I did ask for clarification because, you know, like just because I see the Tower as something great doesn't mean that you're feeling the Tower as something great. Okay. So I feel like there was a long time of self-reflection with this Four of Swords, right? It's not just the acknowledgments for what you've done. Like, say, if we go back to the first situation I said, where you stayed in a relationship for the sake of the children until they were out of the house, then there was that self-reflection when you finally said, okay, are we really doing this, or are we splitting up, you know, or are we not going to be this family anymore, in the sense that we've been a family? Not to say that you're not going to be the father and the mother anymore, but maybe we're just not going to all live together or come home for weekends together, or, you know, whatever that is. I feel like this is just that self-reflection, right? And it's also other people acknowledging your success in having raised the children, or stayed, you know, for as long as you stayed in the situation you stayed in. This is self-healing, self-reflection, and acknowledgement from others of your accomplishments. Okay, it's a great place to be. Again, it's sitting there on the Tower in your outcome. And I also have the Page of Swords. This is the first glimpses of the sunrise in the morning, right? After a stormy night, the sun comes through the trees, it's golden, it's bright, it's that little bit of a, aha, life is beautiful again, you know? Like, yes, I've gone through a storm, I survived, and look how beautiful today is. Look how beautiful my outlook is at this time. Where am I going? It's that childlike excitement. It's that going from the fire to the going with the flow, you know, the fire to the water there, creating that steam and that passion, that desire to move forward in life with fresh eyes, fresh heart, fresh spirit. Okay, that's what I have for you, Cancer, and that was really beautiful. You guys, I'm getting really powerful readings tonight, and I'm really excited about that. And it could just, again, be the energies with the astrology that I wish I could have, you know, spoke to in the beginning. I didn't realize it was going to freeze the screen, and we'll get to that. But thank you, Cancer, for letting me read for you. For any Cancer people, I would love to hear how that resonates with you. Or people with Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. That was kind of really, it felt like it was like meant for somebody special, and so I don't know who that was for. Happy Saturday to you. Gotcha, Kimber. Back to work. Okay, Barb, thank you for showing up. I love you. I love you. I miss you. Thank you for showing up. I hope you stay and listen, at least from work. So we are on to Taurus. You guys, I'm a Taurus rising, but this is not my reading. This is for Taurus, our collective. Your collective followers, Taurus. This is going to be your reading. Let's get your Oshos and Tarot. See what direction we're going with this reading for you. What kind of confirmation or guidance we can get for Taurus. Trust. I like that for you, Taurus. Bottom of the deck, Harmony. You got 2 water cards, period. For one, you're very much an earth sign. So the card that was pulled for you is Trust. It shows somebody free falling through the air, right? But it's a water sign. It's a water card. It is it actually has no number. You guys, I can't remember what that symbol is on this trust card. I'll have to look that up. I might even look it up while we're still on here. But at the bottom of the deck, you get the harmony. See the dolphins? Look how beautiful. I love dolphins, you guys. Dolphins and blue whales are my favorite animal on the planet. But so yeah, look at the beautiful picture there. And that is a number 10. Again, another ending card signifying a beginning, right? So I love that. And if you think about this first card that we actually got for you, Taurus, if you think about it, the Fool card that we've been talking about for 2 nights now, with part 1 and part 2, is that Fool's journey, taking that leap of faith, right? So I'm excited to pull your reading and see what kind of leap of faith we're talking about you taking or needing to take or acceptance of taking, okay? So, Taurus, let's go ahead and pull your cards because that's really pretty. Yes. And dolphins, they leap up out of the water. They take a leap of faith out of the water, you know, to breathe, to enjoy life, to be playful, knowing and trusting that they will go back into the water and they'll swim with their brothers in their, you know, their pod, and then they will jump into the air again where they don't live. They live in the water, but they trust going into the air where they do not live, knowing that they will return, right? So there's that with the dolphins, and that's, you know, I'm feeling that round and around. Oh, wait, hold on. Gemini? Did I miss that? What did I say? Oh, Taurus, Gemini. Holy smokes. Thank you, Jean. Thank you. Sorry, guys, this is a Gemini reading. Should I reshuffle? You guys tell me. Ah, I skipped a sign on my book here. You're like, stop, stop, stop. Warning sign, stop, Kim. So we're going to Gemini. Okay, we're going to reshuffle. That'd be interesting if we get the same cards again for Taurus. Sorry, you guys. It's a little dark in my apartment, and oh, I almost put both of my decks together. So you want me to leave Taurus cards out for Taurus? Yeah, let's just. You want me to finish Taurus and then do Gemini next? Okay, so we can mix them up a little bit, I guess. Yeah, no, that's fine. Yeah, sorry, Gemini. I was not trying to delete you from the readings tonight. I just jumped the gun there. Yes, I do see where I jumped from Cancer. It's hard going up the list versus down the list. So yeah, okay. So let's get back in the mind of Taurus. Thank you, Jean, for that. That's embarrassing. Oof. Little bit of heavy energy here for you, Taurus. I get it. I'm looking at the cards. I get it. You know, where Cancer just came out of, you know, that a somewhat heavy energy as well, right? Again, this is the astrological new year on April Fools. So a fool's journey, a new beginning, is kind of the highlight theme for everything that we're looking at. It's not until the 14th or 16th where we start to see some very new dreamy energies, but we're wrapping up that shadow energy, the healing, the hurts of the past, the ancestral healing as well, right? It was very powerful. Trust me, I get it. I know it. I felt it. Right along with all of y'all, but just a little differently. We're all on a different journey, right? So what I'm what I'm getting for you is, so you show up here as the Two of Swords, right? Needing to make a decision, but feeling like you're at the fork in the road. Here I have this, there I'll have that. What is it I truly desire, right? You're sitting on that bench. You're holding two swords. Your hands aren't bound, but you're blindfolded. It's making the decision to get up and take one path or another, right? But being bound or held back by fear of making the wrong decision. It's about putting your head and your heart together and feeling the right decision, not making a decision of the head or the heart, putting them together and being able to feel, to know, like without a doubt, that you're making a decision from the head and the heart together, right? The two spaces together, the one sword and the other, they're no longer are crossed, but they come together in alignment, right? When those two swords come together in alignment, your head and your heart, you will know without a doubt which direction to take. Okay? That's the energy you're showing up in, the doubtful place, the place of uncertainty, right? Where you come from is the Ten of Pentacles. So this can be from a home of stability. And why do I feel like I'm talking to a young person at this time? Somebody who's younger than me, somebody who's my children's age or even younger. Like, there's somebody that this is going to resonate for really strongly. I feel like you're coming out of that stability, out of that college, out of that, parents have taken care of you or people have taken care of you. You don't have to be of the age that I'm thinking. You can come out of a marriage where you were taken care of and you never had to work, right? It's that decision to open yourself up and to come into a new world, a new understanding of who you can be, your potential in the world, right? This does not define you. Your past does not define you. You don't live there. Let go, lock the door, right? Move on, get out, go towards your future. Your immediate future card is the Knight of Pentacles. That's that, he's a little bit slower moving, but it's kind of like seeking your stability, right? Coming from someone else's stability, somebody else's legacy, somebody else's something for you, and going into your own stability, your own understanding, your own life, and your own path, right? That's talking about putting, again, those swords together and coming into an alignment and knowing what it is that you want, what you deserve, right? And where you're going in life. So leap with faith. Yes, you're right. Not leap of faith, but leap with faith. Yeah, Valerie's absolutely right there. Leap with faith. I love that, Valerie. I've never thought of it that way, but that, I don't know, something told me to look over, and I'm glad I did. The one thing I love, kind of coming out of this confusion, and I feel like this is a transformation time for you, where you have been dependent on other people, another person, or whatever it is, and just making the decision to be your own person, to stand on your own 2 feet, to get on that horse and ride into your future, your destiny, right? It's beautiful because your next card is the Four of Wands. This could be marriage or a contract. It could, we talk about all of this all the time, but for me, in this situation especially, with you sitting in the Two of Swords, trying to get your head and your heart together, this is that confirmation that your head and your heart come together, and you get to take that walk into that new journey. You get to go through the Four of Wands. You get to move in the direction of your hopes and your fears. You get to, see the potential, the contract, it can be marriage for some people. You could be going from mom and dad to, a marriage relationship where you're, like, it's going to be something else that's going to be financially your own. leaving the legacy behind. But know that whatever it is definitely the Four of Wands. It is moving through a portal. It is starting something new, right? And I understand why you're in the Two of Swords with your support card. It makes a lot of sense. I feel like there was a lot of manipulation going on. Like maybe you didn't see it at the time, and that's why you're showing up here with the Two of Swords, blindfolded, wanting to believe one thing, but feeling in your heart and your soul and wanting to believe another thing, right? Making that decision. Put it, like I said, put those swords together and bring your head and your heart together, right? Don't be at odds. This side against that side. Bring them together. What feels right to you? Your support card is the Seven of Swords, right? This guy can only carry 5 of them. He's put a lot of, doubt into the universe. There's been a lot of manipulation. And even though he's being sneaky, even though the sneakiness is trying to sneak away, I feel like the sneakiness is moving away. Like the sneakiness is leaving your life. I feel like this is kind of almost like the Eight of Cups, not with you walking away, but it walking away, right? And it leaves, what does it leave? It leaves 2 swords on the ground. How do you show up? The Two of Swords, right? 2 swords. He can only carry 5. So it's leaving 2 swords on the ground, and you claiming those 2 swords and bringing them together to make one meaning, right? To make a meaning that feels right for you together as one. Your outcome card. And so for you also, I did ask for 2 clarifiers because, you get the Ten of Wands. We know this is the end of the journey. This is where you get to the top of the hill and you get to finally lay down that burden, light it on fire. It's, the bonfire, it's that celebration, like getting there. Why do I feel like you're getting there? Why do I feel like you made the decision? You see where you're going. Your head and your heart are finally coming together. You're moving on to calmer shores with the Six of Swords, right? I feel like there's somebody supporting you, somebody you've been able to lean on, somebody who's been able to help you see the light, whether they were completely able to show you the light, they put enough doubts or whatever with the Seven of Swords into your mind where you were like, wait, no, hold on. I don't need to be, dependent on other people, or, I do need to be dependent on myself or independent of myself, right? Either way you want to look at it, but it is the Six of Swords. That talks about setting down your burdens, again, with the Ten of Wands, right? Setting those burdens down, deciding not to take them with you, having the clarity of mind to move to a cleaner, clearer, crisper life that is more in tune to you and your peace of mind, right? Your final clarifier was the Moon card. Again, there's always going to be the war between the dark and the light, right? Again, we talk about another 2, the Two of Swords, the 2 swords that are left behind in the Seven of Swords. You have the dark and the light wolf warring within each other. This is why you are stuck in that Two of Swords, is because even with your outcome, once you make that decision, you're possibly still going to doubt that you made the right decision. Don't doubt that you made the right decision. Because when you do put your head and your heart together, you will make the right decision. There will be no wrong decision. And then it's just going to be open up a whole new path. And you get to go down that path. And down that path, don't doubt yourself. Do it on the Fool's Journey. Lay down your burdens. Go down this new path of enlightenment or playfulness or whatever it is that you've been dreaming, that when you put those 2 swords together, you come up with. It's going to be like, oh, whoa, why was I even worried about this? Stop warring within yourself, okay? Stop with the whole 2, one side or the other. Put them together and come up with your best possible option, okay? So That was Taurus. We are going to fall back to, I believe it's Gemini. Thank you, Taurus. Gemini, I apologize for skipping you, and I can't wait to come back to you. Thank you, Jean. I do really appreciate you keeping me on track. I need to get better at watching the chat so that like I would have paid attention a little bit sooner that you were trying to like warn me I was off by a sign. But yeah, let's go ahead and do Gemini here. Gems. Guys, I took a peek at the bottom of the card, and I just feel like I do have to mention it for someone or some, for some. Postponement for you, Gemini. I think with awareness, like sometimes we're really quick to jump to conclusions, or we're quick to make not just necessarily assumptions, but it can just be like our awareness isn't always somebody else's awareness, right? So in that we can project, our feelings of awareness on somebody else who is stupid, dumb, blind to whatever our awareness is, and only, like seeing their own awareness at this time. So I think there's something to do with postponement, like maybe watching our words and how we project our awareness onto another person, right? It's kind of like, so let's go ahead and talk about the awareness card, right? So the awareness card, so hold on, there, some clouds. There, clouds, rainbows. So I believe that this is an emotions card, but no, this is a mind. This is of the mind, right? So it is the awareness card, and I love how this is projected here. Like this has helped me like figure out what it is. Sorry. So there are the purple cards here in the Osho Zen Tarot, right? Again, the Zen Tarot is giving us, guidance on how to get back into our Zen, right? So we're not in a good place when we are projecting onto other people. We have to solve and acknowledge our own feelings, whether we feel inadequate or not. We have to face those and heal them within ourselves. It's easy to project them onto somebody else without even realizing that we're doing it. We have to sit within ourselves first, meditate, do a lot of praying, whatever it is that we do that, brings us back to a clear mind space. This is talking about being aware of your thoughts, your deeds, and your actions. So I'm going to show this to you. There's a shadow self, right? Knowing that we just came out of the shadow, the whole shadow calling of, like not creating our new selves after we've healed and faced and confronted the shadow self, right? And in doing that, it's like shedding the skin like a snake does. So up close, I hope you can see what I'm trying to show you. The shadow self with the emergence of the new light being, the new healed self coming through, right? So again, this is the card that I have for you. Awareness. Okay, so Gemini, let's go into your awareness. Again, there's a postponement. The reason I want to talk about this at the bottom of the deck is I was called to look at it. I feel like there's been a postponement, not asking you to postpone. I feel like maybe something felt very uncomfortable for you in doing your shadow work. Something felt a little difficult, or maybe there was too much shadow work to do. Know that if we don't heal that shadow work, we do get to face it again later, right? Sometimes though, if we bit off more than we can chew, we can only do so much, right? And we have to be accepting of that. We're not superheroes. As much as we want to pretend that we are not superheroes. So with postponement, okay, I'll bring it back up here so you can look at it the way I'm seeing it. If we see that the rainbow is in the middle, we know what the dream is. We know what we want. We know where we want to go. And then you look at what's on the outside, the person in the gray and white, black and white, right? It's okay. Don't beat yourself up if you didn't do all the work or you fell short of getting there. If you did 75% of the healing of 100%, that's still 75%. That's 75% better than you were yesterday or 6 months ago or 2 years ago when you started your shadow work, right? So, there may be a postponement, there may be a delay, but that's okay. It's okay because you still did something. You still had a desire to succeed and be a better person and heal some of that trauma and the ancestral cycles, right? So I don't feel like this is a bad thing. If some things have been postponed for you, I feel like there is going to be a very soon opportunity for you to go ahead and complete that work, like where you're going to get a chance to do extra credit work that's going to get you there. It's the acknowledging that you're just taking a postponement, or you're in that Four of Swords. You need a little bit more rest to do the rest, because sometimes it's very heavy. It's very heavy things that we have put on our own plate in our soul's journey of what this life is going to be for us. So sometimes we put a little bit too much on our plate and we're not quite there when we're asked to face it, right? So that's all I want to say for postponement and your healing. So I do feel like this is a healing time for you as well. It's just saying that maybe you didn't get all the work done, but celebrate the healing that you did get done, okay? Because that healing is big. Anything, any small amount of healing that you do is big, right? Remember when you get a paper cut, that's the smallest cut in the world, but it stings probably one of the worst, right? So, no matter what it is that you heal, it's always worth it to heal anything. So. Gemini. Every time I think Gemini, I think of Water Baby Tarot. Has anybody ever followed Water Baby Tarot? She's one of the first readers I ever followed on YouTube. Of course, she's how I got to Jason, and then to Jai, and then to my own channel. Oh, okay, I see a similarity here, and that's kind of funny that you called out Gemini probably about the same time I dropped this card for Taurus. So I wonder if there's some Gemini Taurus, intermingling going on here, or a relationship of two together, which would be interesting, a Gemini and a Taurus. So wow, gems showing up here as the Emperor. That's a great place to be. That's that, you're feeling very secure. And Geminis, yeah, you tend to come off very secure. It's not until people get to know you a little better that we see, that you have insecurities, but you're very posturing to where you come across as very secure. You come across as very planted in who you want to be, but you still have such a soft side, right? That's that, that's that that balance that you weigh, you know, where you put up a very brave front, but you're super soft and gooey on the inside, right? But and there's so many different aspects to a Gemini. So you are showing up here as the Emperor, which is super cool, right? Because when we talk about where you come from in your recent past, you come from that Nine of Pentacles. The graduation from the Nine of Pentacles is all the way up through to the Emperor or the Empress, right? And that's okay. The divine feminine, the divine masculine, that's just kind of saying, you know, you've graduated, right? So in your past, what's telling the story of how you're showing up here in this reading is that the Nine of Pentacles, the success, you know, having everything kind of going in your way, in your favor, right? But you're showing up as the Emperor. This is just explaining the story of where you're coming from, how you get to this. All of these others just confirm or deny you here in your feelings, in where you are standing in this reading, right? So going into your immediate future, you have the Seven of Cups. There's a decision to make, right? You may have already made this decision by the time we're talking about this, but this is also a time of setting your intentions, right? With this new Aries full moon or new moon, it's time to set intentions for the entire new year, right? So maybe sit down and set 7. But what I want you to do first, oh, this will be fun. I'm actually going to do this tonight. Just write 7 intentions. Write them as they come. Read them 2 or 3 times. Number them from 1 to 7. Decide which ones are most important to you, right? Is this a different way of looking at that Seven of Cups? It's a different way of, you know, like the lesser of two evils or whatever it is, that how people look at, you know, certain readers look at the Seven of Cups. Make these, each cup, an intention, right? And then number them as most important to you, 1 through 7. Those are your intentions for the year. What are your intentions for the year? This is your immediate future. That would be right now, right? I feel like there's something really heavy weighing on your mind, like has been, again, in the same position as we did with our last sign. We have the 8 of Swords here. That 8 of Swords is, again, you do watch Water Baby. Is she still out there, Valerie? She's how we found Jason, and from Jason, like I said, to Jai. But anyway, so the 8 of Swords, that's that you're not locked into anything. You know, you're not locked in. You're in your mind. It's time to get out of your mind. It's time to no longer let other people put you in your mind, in a cage in your mind. And it's time to expand your horizons, right? Set those intentions. One of those intentions might be just to like get out of your mind. Like, why wouldn't you set that intention? Stop following my mind and put my head and my heart together and follow the two as unified guidance, right? I love your support card, because this is why I'm not even worried about this 8 of Swords. I just feel like this is more of a cautionary. And when you put these 2 together, oh my gosh, you put these 3 together. How similar are all 3 of these cards, right? You got the 8 of Swords. Nothing's holding her back but herself, right? She's in her mind, holding herself back. Emergence from that shadow self. Nothing's holding you back until you heal what you have to heal. You will emerge in a beautiful new light, right? Wait, hold on. Did I have 2 cards backwards? I can't see because this is my phone. Okay, that's what we were talking about, the emergence cards. Or awareness. But postponement even. Look how he sorry, camera's backwards on my phone. How he is standing outside of the colored garden, the rainbow, the light the life which he seeks, right? The beautiful life that he seeks. So it's kind of, these all three have very much the same energy as I look at them as that Eight of Swords. You have the power to move yourself forward, right? You are supported by the Three of Pentacles. I feel like there are other people trying to help you or wanting to help you. It's like letting them help you, right? Your outcome card is the Five of Pentacles. You know, like, I feel like this is you just not trusting in yourself. Like, I don't feel like there's people who don't trust in you. And I'm going to ask for two clarifiers for you as well, because this is a, you know, an interesting outcome card. I don't feel like there are people not trusting in you. I feel like, again, this is where the doubts and the fears are coming in about your success. Some people are afraid of success. Some people are just afraid of success, right? And being in afraid of success or afraid of moving forward, or, you know, that puts you in your final outcome card with the rejection. If you can get out of your head, if you can accept help from others, if you can accept compliments from others, and sometimes that's a hard thing to do. I have the hardest time saying thank you when somebody says something really nice to me, but I'm trying to learn to do that. Maybe you need to learn to do that too. If somebody compliments your work or your attire, your makeup, your hair, whatever it is, your smile, it's time to learn to accept that. Okay, so let's go ahead. I'm only going to take one clarifier. We get the King of Pentacles. So yeah, I feel like this is somebody supporting you. I feel like this is somebody older, trustworthy, somebody, it doesn't have to be a male because of the King of Pentacles. This can be, you know, a female with a stronger divine masculine presence in the world. I just do feel like there's somebody who is trying to offer you help. Remember, you're showing up as the Emperor. So this could even be somebody younger than you, right? This could be, oh my gosh, all my cards just started spinning. This can be somebody younger than you. This could be a child, a sibling, you know, somebody else. It's kind of interesting how you go from the Emperor and the Nine of Pentacles to, like, kind of doubting yourself. Like, I would rethink this whole doubting yourself. What put this thought into your head? You know, that's kind of like me when somebody tried to put something on me yesterday, you know, and said something, and I was like, wait, hold on, no, I don't identify with that. That's not me. That's never who I want to be. So if somebody is putting that on you, it's up to you to say, no, that's not how it's going to be. That's not me. No, you can perceive me this way, but I don't perceive me this way. And as long as I don't perceive me this way, I'm not that person, right? You're not who you don't perceive yourself to be, who you don't work on yourself to be, right? So just because somebody is projecting onto you, don't let that put you in a lack mindset, okay? Know that you are worthy. Know that you are abundant, that everybody deserves a great life, that don't let anybody put their negative attitude or mindset or projections onto you, okay? Continue to come out a positive person. I remember somebody telling me back in the 90s that I could see the silver lining in a lump of coal. I want to always be that person. I want to always be that person. I don't pretend to be that person. That's who I am. If I've been that person since I was like little, then that's who I will be till the day I die. I'm never going to let anything tarnish that. You know, nobody's projection of me, you know, so don't let somebody else's projection of you put you into that Five of Pentacles. Know that you're worthy, right? Know your true potential and believe in it, trust in it, and put it out into the universe. Accept it. Say, I accept. I am open to receive abundance. I am open to receive, right? And then just believe it. Nobody's gonna be able to put you in a bottle. Nobody puts baby in a corner. She changed her channel name. Maybe that's why I'm not getting her notifications anymore. So guys, I believe that we are finishing up with Aries now, that we have actually come to the true end or last sign of the night. Valerie, you're gonna have to let me know what her new channel is. I know that her everything got really different for her, but she was going through a lot of ascensions, and she moved to Hawaii, and like just so much changed with her. I do miss her. I don't know that I identify so much with her as I do with Jason and Jai. I mean, like Jai, I really feel I feel like Jai was where I was supposed to be headed the whole time, but you know, I wouldn't have been there without Water Baby, and I'd still be interested to follow her channel and support her. Oh, Balmy Tarot. Doesn't she call it Balmy Tarot? Is that what she goes by now? I think I have seen her, but I haven't, maybe I haven't followed her. I didn't realize I was watching two different channels. So we are on our final sign of the night, guys. Aries, this is for you. Comparison. Ooh. So this is an emotional card. This is an in your, no, it's not an emotional card. It's in your head card. This is gray. So, and it's a number 5. And number 5 is a challenge or a change or both. Something that challenges us to change, right? We see, I love this. Oh my gosh, I love this. So we see the mighty oak and we see the green bamboo. So we see the brown to the green, right? We see, don't compare yourself to another. Again, I think I had this message for another sign tonight, and I'll have to go back and watch the video. I just get into what I have to say and I have to say it. This is, again, talking about do not compare yourself with another person's journey, right? Over here, we have the mighty oak, and look how important the mighty oak is to the world, you know, to our furniture, our homes, our floors. look what the oak does. The oak serves its purpose, right? But so does the bamboo. You guys, I have the bamboo. Oh, bamboo. I have these amazing new sheets on my bed that I put on a week ago, and they're bamboo. Oh my gosh. The most amazing sheets I think I have ever owned. But so does the bamboo. The oak, the mighty strong oak tree versus the bamboo. Like, we all serve a purpose. Don't compare your journey to someone else's. Yours is just as important to another person's, to another being's, right? So I love that this is here. I feel like there's just some kind of mind, you know, like somebody is feeling less than in the Aries nation. They're comparing themselves or their life path to another's, and this is just a confirmation. Don't do that. Don't do that. Just cancel, delete right now. It's not, their journey is not your journey. That's not the soul plan, the, you know, the life that you chose to come here to live. You came here with a purpose, and your purpose is divine, as is mine, as is Valerie's or Jean's or Kim's or David's, right? Your purpose is divine. You came here for a reason, and there's no comparison to another's. Okay, so Aries, we're gonna go ahead and pull your cards and see what we have for you. Time is it, guys? Ooh, 8:45 already. Wow. I almost feel like I should shuffle again, but no, we're getting different cards here. Ew. That's funny. You know, there was a reason I felt like I should have started with Aries yesterday, but I thought I should do what I had already said I was going to do and be fair to start with the bottom. Yeah, it is Mommy Spirit, right? Yeah. So I thought I would be fair this week. Actually, we're going to do another one this weekend, or it's already the weekend, tomorrow. Tomorrow I want to try and do the 5-card readings, or if we don't get people to show up, we'll just do a collective reading like we did, or started out the last one last time, and then we got the people to show up with the reading, or the questions. But anyway, so Aries, the comparison. And remember, no two paths, no two journeys, no two people look alike. Like, I have 7 sisters and 4 brothers. We look similar, but we don't look identical. And did any of us take the same path? Absolutely not. You know, I wish we had a doctor in the family or a lawyer, because, you know, I'd like free medical and legal advice, but we don't. We do have a lot of people, and we could have a basketball team, I think, or, you know, flag football team. But no, none of us, we look similar in our faces, but we do not have similar life paths. We are all very different. So stop comparing yourself to others. Accept who you are, where you're going, and your life journey. Your cards are really beautiful, by the way. So I'm just like, this is why I wish we had actually all of them except for one tonight. Like, these are all super powerful, beautiful, beautiful, empowering readings for you guys tonight. So, Aries, you show up again, as we already seen once tonight, as the Emperor, right? That's in that you've got, you're at a pinnacle. It doesn't mean it's the pinnacle of your life, but you are definitely coming from a place, a pinnacle in your career or your path at this time, right? Fair, non-judgmental, able to dull without judgment. In the recent past, you have the Strength card. You've had to be strong. It's taken you a while to get to this place, right? It's taking you a lot of errors and misled representation to get to the point where you come across as that Emperor, right? The Emperor, isn't he an Aries sign? Correct me if I'm wrong, Jean, but he is the Ram, isn't he? No, I could be wrong. I believe that I'm right there at this moment. And in the recent past, it could also be a Leo. You know, I don't always say that. I do try to, you know, try to keep other people out of your reading. But if there was a Leo, or maybe a Leo supported you and gave you some strength in your support to get you to where you're at, your immediate future card is the Three of Cups. That's a cause for celebration. It's you know, so it's that rejuvenation, that it's a spring card. They're both spring cards. So maybe this is something that's turning over really fast for you, right? Maybe they're both very much spring. So, but one is more the flowers of spring. The second is more summer harvest, or early summer, spring harvest, sorry. You know, it's the grapes, you know, whatever. So we're going from a strength, a support in the recent past to like a cause for celebration, but in the middle, you're standing as that Emperor, right? You're standing in your power. You're standing in your non-judgmental phase, right? I love the rest of your reading too. I can't with this reading. Love it, love it, love it. I kind of would have liked to see these two, you know, switch, but that's just me being biased there. But so you do go into the Sun card, right? So the Sun card from your immediate future is the happiest card in the deck. Who doesn't want the Sun card anywhere in their reading? Anywhere in their reading. So you do get the Sun card. You get that following that Three of Cups celebration, you know, that this could just be people supporting you, but there's a cause for celebration. There's something you're overcoming. And why are you overcoming it? Because you are courageous and strong, right? And again, this can be a Leo for support. Or you may have Leo in your chart. Your support card. So again, we're talking about comparisons over here. Don't compare yourself to another, right? You have the Queen of Cups. This is your emotions. Your emotions and your mental clarity over here. That's, again, same as with the last reading, putting that head and that heart together, right? The Queen of Cups, she's emotional, she's fair, she has a rein on her emotions, but not so much that she's stingy with them. She knows how to give them where they belong, to the right people and places and things, right? Hopefully not things, not necessarily things. I don't know why I said that. But you know what I mean? Like she knows where to dole out her emotions because that's where they're warranted. Like we don't just put emotions on. I don't just say, "Oh, I love my light switch," and that's where I give my emotions, right? That's illogical. So she's just that queen that, you know, is supporting this entire reading, going, you know what? You're here because you made the right decisions. You put these two things together and you created a story. But in the end, you still are holding out some kind of a comparison in the way to get completely 100% in tune with yourself and where you need to go with your final outcome being the King of Wands, right? He's my rascal. He's my rascal king. I told you, yeah, Emperor is Aries. And so literally you are showing up as yourself in this reading. I was pretty sure it was. I just, you know, I've done so many readings tonight and my mind kind of gets to go in different ways. But I was pretty sure the Emperor was the Aries card. So you are showing up, Aries, as yourself. But you're also showing up, coming out in your final outcome as that King of Wands. That's, you know, that's, so you're comparing yourself. Maybe, and let me put it this way, in your mind, right? Because this is a mind card, right? In your mind, you had your, let's just put it this way. Not that this is what the situation is, but if we put it this way, maybe you'll understand. In your mind, you saw something as yours or that you should have it, right? And then it went to someone else, whether it be a relationship or a job or even a book, right? First edition Alice in Wonderland, 1956, whatever it is, you know? So say it went to someone else. And then it made you doubt yourself. And you were like, well, why wasn't I worthy of having this or that or who, right? Don't compare yourself. If it didn't happen, it wasn't meant for you, right? And so that's where you need to address that situation and go, you know what? Okay, that wasn't meant for me. Plot twist. And it's time for you to look in a different direction, right? And I love to, you know, when that happens, I like to make light of it and just, yeah, plot twist, change my mind, go in a different direction, something's better for me, and accept that. So, Aries, that's kind of what I have for you. I hope I was a little clear on that. You know, I kind of get into my mind a few times, and sometimes my mind goes on its own little journey. But you know, you're showing up as yourself here, and you're showing up coming from a place of strength, and you know, like 100%, you know, willing to put in the work and do your thing. There's a celebration in the immediate future. So, you know, and the Sun card also, like these two on this side together, celebration with the Three of Cups and the Sun card, this is pretty amazing. Queen of Cups at the bottom, the emotions overflowing, right? Again, that can put you over here in that comparison mode when what you think you're going to get over here, oh my gosh, wasn't it the last sign that had the water and the fire making steam? And here we are again. We have the support card with the outcome card, water and fire making steam. So this could definitely be, and I felt it for some kind of a love connection, where maybe you think somebody is looking elsewhere, but they really are secretly looking at you. So however this resonates for you, Aries, thank you for letting me read for you. You guys, that brings us to a close for tonight on part 2. Like I said, I think tomorrow I want to do the 5-card readings. And then next week, what I think I'm going to do, and I'm gonna run this past y'all. I think there's going to be, I don't remember what my schedule is next week, but I'm going to go ahead and do recorded readings for each sign, and then hopefully you guys will be here as moderators, but I would like to come in and be in chat with you guys as the reading is playing out. It's going to be a recorded reading for every single sign individually, so we'll do one sign at a time, and then we'll go ahead and just post them like 3 on a day, like most channels do. I'm trying not to do what other channels do, but it just seems like they seem to have, you know, they seem to know what they're doing, and it might be easier for me to, you know, maybe record 6 of them individually in a day on my day off, or maybe even all 12 of them, and then just kind of, to premiere them, Jean. Yeah, moving up in the world. So yeah, but then to be here live in chat and interacting, I think the only person I know that does that is Allie from Allie's Tarot. But I love the idea of being, oh no, I think Chris Reck has done that a few times also on Minnowpond. But to be able to be there and chat and chat with you guys as the, you know, the messages being relayed would be really cool. And I'll try and keep them like right at the 15 to 20 minutes each. But do each sign individually and give them their own, you know, special energy and time and space. So I don't know. Let me know if that's what you guys think I should do. I don't know. I'm just throwing it out there. But I do want to do, before I do that, I want to be able to always set it. I'm sorry, what am I so? I always want to be able to set. Oh, he does do it all the time now. Yeah. So yeah, premiere them. Yes, Chris does it. But I still want to be able to set a time, a day or a night. I'm sorry. Where I try to do the 5 questions that, you know, I want to start doing. I feel like that's so much fun and that's not great English, Kim. A little more real. And it's not rare for me when I actually do a personal reading for people that I get to channel a little bit. And so I like a personal live reading with somebody and their energy, just in case somebody wants to come through. So I'm always looking for that. I love it when it happens. It's such a cool feeling. So yeah, that's why I like doing live readings, or not live readings per se, but personal readings is what I want to say. So yeah, I want to go ahead and do another one of those. I don't know that I want to channel so much in a live reading on air, but it's always cool. It's a really great feeling, like I said, and I love to be able to get those messages across, but I also like to do questions. So, Jean, I thank you. Oh, no, there's 3 of you in here. Jean, Valerie, probably. I'm not sure that David's still in here, but there's 3 people, 2. Somebody just dropped off. Anyways, please, you guys, I'll drop you off for the evening. I will ask that you please leave a thumbs up on the video. I see that we do have 5. Thank you for coming in. What is our time? The problem with StreamYard is I can't see how long. Oh, we're just under 2 hours, you guys. We're going to get off of here really quick. David is at Justin's. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. I didn't know Justin was live tonight, but you know, we all have our channels. Thank you for supporting the channel. Thank you for being here. I love you guys so much. And I appreciate all that you do for me. Even the moderators that are not here tonight, I appreciate you guys. Please leave a thumbs up on your way out. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please you know, read in live chat where Jean has asked you to subscribe and like. I love you guys. Thank you so much. Satnam. Shoot, I'm like, where do I end this live? You guys are fun. I crack myself up. Jeez.